Hey there, how's it going? I am MisterBo, and we have some possible big new information to go over. So over on Twitter, I got a DM from Trent Knockout, who sent me this email that they had received from GameStop. Now you can see from the email, this is about the pre-order bonus of the minute glass timer, and the text on this email says this: all new game. Full sequel with 100 plus levels of play, new game modes and new abilities for innovative gameplay. We then see some screenshots, the trailer, and then we have some merchandise of the old Funko Pops down below. Now I'm seeing a lot of people just jump to the conclusion that we're going to be getting 100 plus levels to play in this game. Now it could be that we are getting 100 plus levels in Crash Bandicoot 4. The Insane Trilogy had 104 levels, so this might mean we're getting a similar amount of levels to the whole of the Insane Trilogy, but we need to take a look at the wording here, because unless GameStop have just worded this really badly, and it does mean we're getting 100 levels, it actually says 100 levels of play, not 100 levels. 100 levels of play is different to 100 levels. 100 levels of play means different ways you can play the game. That could be using the different masks, using the new ability to slide on things, rope swinging, doing relics, doing all the crates, collecting all the Wumpa fruit in a level. That could be the 100 levels of play here. It doesn't necessarily mean we are getting 100 levels. Now, I would love 100 levels, that would be awesome to see. I thought we were getting around maybe 60 to 70 levels in this game, but I think before we jump to any conclusions, we should probably wait for official confirmation before we get ahead of ourselves thinking there are 100 levels, and then in the future Toys for Bob comes out and says, hey, there are 60 levels in this game, because a lot of people are going to be disappointed. Now, the other thing that this email mentions is new game modes. Now, Toys for Bob have already mentioned 2 different game modes we can play through. That is the retro mode and the modern mode. The retro mode is if you die, you lose a life. Once you're out of lives, you have to restart that whole mission from the beginning. The modern mode is lives are taken out of the equation. If you die, you will always return back to the checkpoint crate and you'll never have to restart that mission. Now, I have seen the image on PSN. If you're not aware, on the PSN store for this game, it does say this game includes offline 2 to 4 co-op. Now, there's been no official confirmation of this yet again. It doesn't say anything like that on the Xbox store, so for the meantime, I would say that is an error on the PlayStation store. Now, it is possible we could be getting some kind of 4-player co-op, whether that is playing through certain missions as different characters. A lot of people have been speculating, hey, maybe we're getting some kind of mini Crash Bash in this game. Again, until something's officially confirmed, I would hold off getting hyped for it. I personally think this is an error on the PSN store, but I would love to see some kind of co-op or even up to 4-player multiplayer game mode in this game. I think that would be super fun, and of course it would just add a ton of replayability to this game. So yeah, I would say hold off, don't expect 100 levels at the moment until Toys for Bob have confirmed it, because again, the way this is worded says a full sequel with 100 plus levels of play. It certainly is a bit of a weird way to word it. If this email had have just said a full sequel with 100 plus levels, new game modes and new abilities for innovative gameplay, I would have been more on the side of, yeah, we're getting 100 levels, cool. But the fact that they put in of play makes me pretty skeptical here. So I would wait until we get some kind of official confirmation. Now, as soon as we do, I'll be sure to let you guys know. I'm super interested to find out how long this game is going to be, whether it's going to be just a little bit longer than, say, one of the old Crash games like Crash Warped, or if it is going to be as long as the Insane Trilogy with all 3 games combined. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this wording here? Do you think this does confirm we're going to be seeing 100 plus levels in this game? Are you with me and you think it doesn't actually mean 100 levels and it's just ways you can play the game? And what do you think about the new modes? Do you think this new modes is referencing the retro and modern mode? Or do you think that listing on the PSN store is indeed legit and we're getting some kind of 2 to 4 player co-op mode? I'd love to know your opinions down in the comments below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then click that like button to show your support and help get this video out there to more people. If you aren't already, subscribe so you get to stay up to date with all my future content. If you'd like to stay updated with myself or just chat to me, you can follow me on Twitter at @IamMrBo. Again, a big thank you to Trent Knockout over on Twitter, who actually DM'd me the email that he got. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have seen this for quite a bit. Also, feel free to join our Discord server, a link to that in the description below. With all that out the way though, thank you very much for watching and for hanging out, I really do appreciate it. And as always, take care. Bye bye.